that's it after 20 years. So long, good luck.
I don't recall saying good luck.
We were kind of optimistic for the new season. And we also knew that cuts were going to happen. Because that's what usually happens after Mania, right? But it's not what we fucking expected. Kairi Sane's gone. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, what do you...
I don't know. I'm still pretty speechless, and they got rid of the New Day. Kofi's been there for like what, 18 years. Xavier's what, 16. You just can't really believe it. But even after all this time has passed, yeah, it's real.
Welcome to episode 17 of Written on the Canvas. I'm your host, Jacklyn, and this is my co-host, Bryan. We're back with another complaint. Is it a complaint, though?
This is going to be mostly complaining in this episode, but hey, people love misery.
Wait, I feel like you would complain, but I would just kind of compromise a little bit.
All right, well, let's see where the topic of all the people getting fired goes. I understand then in business you got to make certain cuts, and we knew then with new people being pushed forward, there's going to be some that are going to fall to the wayside.
Let's look at the big list of people that have gotten cut. Let's start with the Wyatt Six.
No. The Wyatt Six, I am very salty about that. First of all, Wyatt Six, Triple H, and TKO, count your fucking days. You guys really had something there, but you just didn't get it.
We'll get into that. Let me just go through the list, man.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Kairi Sane. Oh, you didn't explode, but we did a little bit in the beginning. Alba Fire, Zoe Stark, Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, The New Day, Motor City Machine Guns, Santos Escobar, Tyra May Steele. That was the first season winner of LFG. I'm not sure if she ever made it to NXT or Evolve. And then we got Tongaloa and JC Mateo.
Okay, can I explode now?
Yes, now you can explode.
This sucks.
It does.
This sucks. I remember making a comment a little while ago about how I feel like Zelina Vega is doomed because she's been given the Scarlet role, and we heard before Karrion left, they tried to get rid of Scarlet and have him just do his thing. So, but I didn't expect Aleister as well. Damn.
Actually, I don't know what to say because TKO has also asked talent to take a 50% pay cut. New Day were offered that and reportedly declined, so they walked away. Good for them. For all their, over a decade tenure of being with the WWE, you're being asked to be taking a 50% pay cut.
When you think about it from a corporation standpoint, then you don't give two craps about wrestling. You think they're not being used all that much. So, hey, I don't see the value in them. Let's cut their pay. But these are guys who gave everything to the business, and now they're just gone like nothing. Kofi's been there longer than a good amount of these fans have been alive.
I remember Kofi, like, he just started out. I think this was like in 2008, 2009. And how old was I? 10 or 11? Around that age. He was still new. He was still doing that Jamaican gimmick.
Jamaican crazy.
Yeah, they gave him that gimmick. I remember that.
So did Triple H.
When I went back into watching wrestling and I saw Kofi again, I'm like, wait a minute. What happened to the accent? But anyway, it may be a rumor. I don't know how true this is, but apparently Kairi Sane chose to leave, so she moved back to Japan. I don't know.
No.
That's what I heard.
I believe that was speculation from Dave Meltzer, and
that's what I heard.
Dave Meltzer can kiss the fattest part of my ass. Dave Meltzer is probably one of the least credible guys out there. A lot of people follow him, but he's been doing it a lot. He reminds me a lot of Star Wars theory. He thinks because he watches a lot and reads certain things, and he's the be-all, end-all of deciding what a real fan is.
Oh
like,
no, that's us. That's our entire show.
It's like, get the fuck out of here. We need more stuff like the Young Bucks. Meanwhile, with Theory, you got stuff like, oh, we need more Obi-Wan Kenobi, or we need more George Lucas characters. And yes, George was very knowledgeable about the whole thing. I mean, he created it, but just going from somebody that you could actually credibly look at and think, okay, this guy knows some stuff, to just a complete, oh, I am the be-all, end-all guy then decides what a real fan is. And if you don't agree with me, go fuck yourself.
Isn't that just Reddit?
Reddit's a lot of things.
And also, not to mention, it wasn't just people on the main roster that were on the chopping block, but it was also people from NXT, WWE ID, and Evolve. A lot of those people didn't even get a chance to even make it to the main roster or NXT, and they still got cut. They were given a chance to try out, and they made it just at the starting point, the launching pad, and then they get cut.
But what also kind of confuses me is the LFG winner.
Oh, Tyra Steele. Yeah, I don't remember if she was in NXT or Evolve. I think I saw her once. No, I do remember. She had a whole storyline with one of the guys, I forgot. That was her tag team partner, and they were feuding against Chelsea Green and Ethan Page. They were doing the whole Canada versus US. We won.
Hell yeah, we won. But we didn't want her to lose her job though.
No, we didn't want her to lose her job. No.
God damn, it's like, take it easy. Look, if this was gonna happen, you guys could have taken it. It would have been fine. But yeah, I don't know. I've always thought LFG was really stupid, and now it just seems completely pointless.
The first season was fine, and then I heard that they changed the entire structure and made it seem like a reality competition. I don't really understand what it is, because Nikita Lyons was also on it, so...
Tough Enough Light.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. Which, by the way, I'm surprised Nikita Lyons has survived the releases as well as LWO and BFAB and Michin. They survived the releases too, so wow.
I was watching AAA last week, and the War Raiders seems like they're on a heel run down there, so that's good.
So, yeah.
I mean, again, it's like, we don't want people to lose their jobs or anything like that.
It's
but
shitty, no.
I'm glad that some of these guys are being used. Like Ray Phoenix was in this pretty good match last week, and he's definitely more showing what he's got down there. His style isn't really meshing well with WWE style, nearly as well as Penta has.
A lot of the talent that were released were very good wrestlers.
And it's like my little rant earlier, the Wyatt Six was just so misused. I enjoy spooky wrestlers. I've always enjoyed that sort of thing. And I really enjoyed Bray Wyatt. I enjoyed all the stuff he had. Like, I enjoyed most of what he was given, but they misused him back then. They've really misused him now, because Triple H is in charge and he doesn't understand spooky wrestlers. And a lot of these fans are just like, oh, we don't want that spooky, hokey shit. It's like, fuck you, I want it.
I thought we did. Remember when they kept teasing Bray Wyatt's return with all the QR codes and stuff, and then when he finally returned,
people loved it.
Everybody lost their shit.
It sucks. I'm still upset that his last match was a Mountain Dew match
with LA Knight.
Oh, and I'm going to beat this drum again. When they were advertising that match, it was just called a pitch black match. But as soon as the day of the pay-per-view hit, welcome to the Mountain Dew pitch black match, sponsored by Mountain Dew. You guys should drink Mountain Dew pitch black.
I don't really like Mountain Dew. I think it's too sweet. That's just me.
I liked Mountain Dew when I was 10. However, I would also eat fistfuls of pure sugar back then, so we were excited.
Were we excited? Excited is a big word.
I was looking forward to the future, but...
Somewhat,
but now it's just like... We understand cuts have to happen, but
Yeah.
damn. And again, that's just like members of board of TKO approving $90 million in bonuses while they're requesting these talents get 50% pay cuts is not a good look on them. But they don't care. They're more interested in the shareholders. They're more interested in their stocks and Wall Street. So they understand, oh, we're sure we're going to lose fans, but hey, celebrities.
And, not to mention, they've always been penny pinching. And I'm surprised that until now, they don't cover a lot of necessity expenses for the talent, like rental cars and gas and hotel accommodation. However, I did see a reel posted by Jinder Mahal yesterday saying that they do cover for flights.
Yeah, flights.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised, especially, can you imagine traveling down to Saudi? They're always in first class, so I think checks out, right? But can I also add that I feel like security now should be part of that necessity that should be covered by TKO, especially what happened during WrestleMania, being crowded by fans at hotels.
Booker T was saying that he's never seen it that bad. He had somebody try and video him using the toilet. So that's pretty bad.
You get people saying it comes with the job, so
fuck out of here
you
with
shouldn't
that.
be complaining all the time, or why can't you just pay for your own security? You're not a regular person anymore.
Fuck out of here with that.
I believe TKO should cover for security expenses for the sake of safety for their talent.
Like 𝐿𝐴𝐀𝐪𝐵 and that dickhead Mark Shapiro and Nick Khan, they get security. But no, with wrestlers, they're just gonna have to be okay with hotel security. So that can't exactly not stop people from camping out there or
they don't want another stalker incident like what happened with Sonya Deville.
It feels like they're gonna wait till it gets to that moment before they do something about it, because that seems like the kind of thing they've been doing. Fuck TKO. I can't even really watch the show anymore. It just gets me upset and mad.
Can I also just add to what we're talking about, the necessities? Apparently, they also don't cover physio or massages or counseling or anything like that. I don't think so. I feel like they do cover for a little bit, like recovery, some of it, but if they wanted extensive care from other therapy, that's from their own pocket.
Yeah, and then
physio is expensive, may I add.
Yeah, and back to what Jinder Mahal was talking about, you're expected to look a certain way, so you gotta make sure to maintain that physique.
That image, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but again, with these pay cuts, I heard this thing on Wrestle Talk, according to TKO, the reason why they did ask for the pay cuts was because now that they're not on the road all the time, they're not going to as many hotels. They're thinking that's their sort of logistics, like, oh, hey, they're not doing as much work, so why should we pay them more? But again, a bad look when the yearly earnings with $90 million in bonuses alone spread between 4 dudes. That doesn't exactly match up. Even Chad Gable's Creedadors were just using the same masks that 𝐿𝐴𝐀 and Bravo originally used, who are definitely not Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Well, the fact that they have to pay extras just to maintain their own physique, at least it can go towards their taxes and make it a business expense, but still.
Oh, come on, get out of here with that. That's been their whole thing for years. And this whole thing was even going on when Vince was in charge.
Yeah.
And they would always just have to go back to the whole taxes thing.
Yeah. No, you're right. For gear, maybe? No, gear's expensive. Gear's very expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive, yeah.
All we can really do is fight back with our wallets, fight back with what we watch, because TKO only sees us as analytics. And they're looking at a lot of these content creators who they straight up use clips of them in their programming and are now just pulling the trigger of like, no. This is our shit. We are copyright claiming this, and where a lot of these channels are just getting straight up shut down. But a lot of it is just these reactionary sort of content where let's be honest, they're pretty lazy. But
Like,
oh, I mean,
my god, no way, this happened. No.
what, you mean that we used their property and just passed it up as our own, where we had whole segments of their stuff and they are claiming it? No. The leopard will not eat my face. I can guarantee you he will not eat my face. He's eating all these other faces, but he won't eat mine. I said it. I said what I said. But this can be a good opportunity for a lot of these content creators. Now then, their main source of what they were of views is pretty much at risk now. You can force them to think outside the box and be more creative. This could be a sort of blessing in disguise. I'm not defending TKO at all. Like, these guys are
your point.
they're super hypocritical, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this is their properties. And most of these channels like are just re-uploading full-on segments, and where they're not really adding, they're just like, oh,
Clipping their reactions and posting
yeah.
them.
I feel like a lot of these guys really think it's like, oh, if I are just doing these crazy reactions, over-exaggerated reactions, which a lot of streamers do, maybe I will be featured in WWE programming. And again, it was like a symbiotic relationship that they were going on, but now TKO has showed their hand.
And if I may add my 2 cents, if I'm watching a PLE and I just want to be in the moment, I don't really want to stick the camera in my face and be like, oh my god, I just want to be in the moment. I don't want to record myself watching a PLE, especially if it's a time for me to spend time with my family. I don't really want to record myself watching. It just seems like a lot of work just to get a reaction in hopes of being featured on Raw or SmackDown for like a split second. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, where everybody wants content and the whole logic of, oh, you need to post every day. This is easy content for them to post every single day.
Yeah.
So
it's recyclable.
I can see where they're coming from. Maybe this could be good for a lot of these guys, so they can just
in disguise.
They can think of something a little more creative, and maybe it can wean out a lot of these content creators who are just, that are more doing it on the lazier sort of side. Maybe this can...
It forces them to think outside the box, like what you just said, and make other content besides reacting to something we just saw last night.
Oh my god! I can't believe you said that! Huh?
Oh my god, what do you mean Tama returned the lantern to... I forgot his name already. Uncle Howdy!
Cena was right. In a week, so we won't give a fuck. Damn.
Let's get into the bread and butter of our show. Let's talk about storylines. And so far, what I've gone down on my notes are... How many did I write down? 4 big ones. So, Wyatt Six, Aleister Black, New Day, and Kairi Sane. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to start?
Well,
where do you want to pick apart?
We can pick apart how Triple H is using ChatGPT to write these goddamn things.
So lazy. Rewrites have been lazy. Even though it's last-minute changes to major storylines, it's not an excuse to stitch a plot hole like nothing happened. That's not good writing. I don't care if you're given like 5 minutes to rewrite a whole thing. You shouldn't be like, no, we'll just pretend like it didn't happen. We'll just continue on. Get the fuck out of here. That is lazy ass writing. Fuck off. No, that's lazy. Lazy.
The cool thing about Triple H is that he's the kind of person that thinks, oh, it's like, okay, we could do this, and then what?
He's wearing his fucking leather jacket, got his feet up on the table like he's just the fucking be all end all. I know everything.
And
the
me
fuck
just gonna
outta
throw
here.
it in. Are you ready for a whole
Fuck
lot of nothing?
Yep, for a whole lot of nothing. Are you ready, President Trump? God, it really has been a whole lot of nothing, and like these,
it's disappointing.
It is. I very much feel let down.
especially with 𝘊𝐷𝐢, you really want to sink your teeth into that at the beginning. But what were they given? They came in pretty
They
hot.
red
Everybody was
hot.
excited, right? And then they attacked Chad Gable, and then they had a whole thing with American Made. And then after that, I can't remember shit. And then they had a feud with MFT that dragged on for too long, and it didn't really serve any purpose. And they got their lantern back, and then they got released.
Yeah, and they lost that feud with the MFT. Like that final spike was the nail in the coffin. And I even texted you. It's like, yeah, the 𝘊𝐷𝐢 is dead officially.
Did they have any other feud in between American Made and MFT, or was that it?
When they came into the SmackDown Tag Team division, they did reign supreme over the rest of them. You know, like DIY, Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay, so tag team division, yeah.
Yeah, like they did have their little thing there. Like they even went to AAA
Yeah.
for a little bit, but other than that, like no, they had nothing for them. They just completely didn't utilize them, but they're not utilizing a lot of these.
You know what I
incredible
really
talents.
wanted to see? And I said this way back in the beginning when we just started out. I really wanted to see 𝘊𝐷𝐢 go after Judgment Day. Sorry, Budget Day. I really wanted them to go after Judgment Day because I thought the whole thing about 𝘊𝐷𝐢 was about family. And you've broken your family, so you're going to be punished.
No, apparently they were supposed to go against them at WrestleMania, but as Cesaro says, card subject to change.
There was so much potential there. That would have been a lot of fun, you know?
That would have been cool. That would have been a really good feud.
Bray Wyatt wouldn't want this. I feel like he would have had a lot more creative input. Maybe.
And Bo Dallas has been there for years, like, and
a long time.
A long freaking time. But again, like that's a sort of a theme
I guess
here.
they didn't believe enough.
What a lot of people were really pissed about Kairi saying, but I could just imagine seeing them at a meeting. It's like, all right, we need to do something with these fans about the whole Kairi saying situation. Got it, sir. What did you do? I released the New Day. That'll get them to stop talking about Kairi.
They turned on Big E. They became heel. They win tag belts. Then they lose them, only to be stuck and dragged in a morning gimmick. And then Grayson Waller is thrown in. Also, dropping his storyline between him and Theory.
And now Theory is just in another tag team.
With the Vision.
With Logan.
I thought I would have liked Theory more in the Vision, but I don't know. I'm still the same about it. I do like Theory. It's just his placement right now is it's okay.
It seems like he's doing better than Grayson.
Yeah. That whole morning gimmick and then Grayson Waller showing up with the New Day, that didn't really make sense to me. The morning was funny for like a little while.
With that big hat.
Old. It got old.
It peaked when Penta put that sombrero hat on and did his strut thing.
That should have just been the end of it.
I've always really believed that the person who would probably had the greatest mind, and I know this is a big statement, the one who had the greatest mind in all the roster was Xavier Woods. And not to compare what they had going with John Cena's heel run. Cena was given nothing. He did his best, but it just didn't work. Yeah. But
Didn't
Xavier,
say that too? Sorry.
Yeah, but no, it's okay. But Xavier, he was given nothing, and he made it work. He made what they had work, and they even actively went against him by showing him just embracing style. Meanwhile, in the same episode, he said, "Why are we congratulating this guy? He doesn't deserve it." But on the same episode, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and then showed him comforting him after his last match. They were doing less than nothing for him, and he did what he could best. I love the video that him and Kofi made where they're just like, all right, we're going to be going back to the main roster, and we've been working on this so much. And then they're just like, dude, look at what Seth is wearing. He's wearing the jacket, and then it just shows Xavier, and he's wearing the jacket. He just gets so mad. He could make chicken shit into chicken sandwich, chicken nothing into chicken
Chicken
salad,
something. Oh,
chicken nothing into chicken salad. But then they got rid of him.
how long has Xavier Woods been in the company? Because I feel like he showed up when I wasn't watching anymore.
I think around 16 years.
16 years. What is that? 2010?
Around there, yeah. Yeah, after his real good run as Consequences Creed in TNA.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. Long time. Ooh, no more Kofi Mania.
Well, that was killed with Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Aleister Black and Zelina. Did they have any feuds besides Damian Priest, or was it just Damian Priest and then Rhea Ripley as a bonus? Or did they have anything? Did Aleister have any other feuds, or was it just Priest?
Lister was supposed to be revealed as being the mystery caller before TKO stepped in. It's like, nope, Pat. Hell, there was this whole backstage segment where they were just basically saying you need to be the old Randy. This whole Randy, the new Randy's not working. Yeah, and like even in after the whole without the Pat McAfee thing before Mania, that you could see Zelina and Aleister in the background in a lot of these segments. But yeah, imagine that, like going from potentially the reason why the biggest stars turned heel to just fired.
So Aleister had nothing besides just Priest.
Just Priest.
Man,
and,
that sucks. That really sucks.
From what I heard, Triple H and TKO just don't get spooky characters, and Aleister was one of those.
Stupid. Do you think Aleister is going to go back to AEW like Andrade?
No, I do not see that. Like a lot of these guys stated now that we do not want him back. They want Xavier and Kofi, but not Aleister.
I wouldn't mind seeing Aleister on the Indies.
I think he can do pretty well on the Indies.
I feel like Aleister would thrive too on the Indies.
Yeah. Do his whole Malachi Black sort of thing. Maybe have a money match against Killer.
I keep calling him Karrion too. Killer Cross.
Killer Cross, yes.
That's a shame. I thought they would really utilize Aleister, but what do we know, right? We know nothing.
We're just a bunch of know-it-all marks. Oh, I wish these people would just be fucking fans. Fuck you.
Because we don't know anything, apparently.
Well, especially Kevin Nash says so. It's like, oh, just let the man rest, you fucking marks. Like, fuck you, you washed up has-been.
Isn't that the majority of the writers' room?
Yep. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like Stevie Richards said, why are the wrestlers getting punished? But because creative fucked up. It's like, oh, hey, a wrestler got injured, fire 3 writers. That's it. That's what we do. Yeah. Meanwhile, Triple GPT gets a new contract with more money.
Hello, I like money.
and tell me, what made you come to the decision to fire acts like New Day and Kairi Sane?
Money.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just bigger fans of SpongeBob than wrestling. Maybe that's just a whole facade.
Yep, we're here just to talk about SpongeBob. But you know what? There's not really much we can talk about. Club WWE. From what I've heard, it's just a bunch of stuff they did for free, but now put in like this paid package sort of deal.
Oh yeah, I posted the whole like rundown of what is that shit called? Club WWE. You can't be part of a club. You gotta pay a premium fee.
Become part of the most exclusive club. To get all access to all that is WWE.
That's just Reddit.
It's like just because John Cena is saying this does not mean we can't see through this crap. And not to mention putting the stupid logo on the middle turnbuckle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. By the way, are we going to talk about Kairi Sane and her storyline with Io and Asuka?
Right, of course.
But that.
I don't know, but has WWE ever let you down? It letting you down?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. stupid. This whole thing is stupid.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was upset about Kyrie leaving just because it seemed like the story was gonna get good, especially with Rhea going down to SmackDown, and now Io's focal point is now Asuka and Kyrie, and it seems like a really good potential storyline there of friends, and Kyrie unfortunately being the victim of Asuka's bullying. But yeah, that's all cut out now. And let's just pretend like that didn't happen, and let's just stitch that together and be like, oh, well, they're gonna fight now at Backlash.
At Backlash.
At Backlash. Last Raw, when Asuka showed up to Io's match with, I forgot who she was fighting with. Did you see Asuka's face? She
Oh,
felt-
is that over the one when after Kyrie got let go?
Yeah,
She was wearing the same shirt she was wearing when they reunited.
Oh, yeah. You can sort of see she's keeping it professional. She's staying in character, but like something about it just felt empty without not seeing Kyrie there.
The crowd was chanting, "We want Kyrie," and you can tell she wanted it too. And like, even in that video package, it translates to it's like, "Oh, I didn't want another you, so now I'm by myself."
Lazy writing.
This is my fault. I did this.
Okay. I just want to know, when people apply to become a writer or a assistant writer for WWE, I just really want to know what their process looks like. Not their unreal bullshit. I just want to see that particular writer's room of writers they hired, not Triple H and veterans from back in the day. I don't want to see that. I want to see actual writers pitching together a storyline. I want to see how that works.
Well, what should I do with this next thing happening with Cody? Yeah, okay. Gunther. There you go.
See, like, there were times where you guys would tell me or encourage me to apply for their writer's job, but now I'm thinking, no, doesn't seem worth it.
Maybe get introduced to a indie company.
If they were into storylines and that was part of their main focus, sure. Yeah, I would be down to do that. WWE's writing, it kind of makes me think back to my interview with Clint, where we talked briefly about how, Triple H is not a writer. He's not really a storyteller. What he is he's a producer.
He's a guy that knew how to get himself over, but just because you know how to get yourself over doesn't mean you can get everybody else. Yeah. You're a fan of a very specific style. Not everybody is a fan of that style. And things you don't get, a lot of other people do get.
Yep.
Ooh, you mean there's something for everybody? It's not just geared for one guy? No, everything has to be serious. This is serious competition. But hey, let's also throw a funeral in for the gingerbread man.
Okay, that wasn't bad. I know people got up and left, but like honestly, it was kind of funny.
It looked pretty good, but that could just be another thing of like, oh, let's beat the traffic. I'll just hear about what happened from the Haroon twins. They're gonna post it. They're gonna post it instantly anyway.
Little Yachty looked like he was having fun. He looked like he was having so much fun in that segment. Did you see his face in that clip where he's like,
good for him.
He's having fun.
He's having a lot of fun. Yeah. Hey, when they're having fun, we're having fun. Except when Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro are having fun. That just means that they're getting more of our money.
Well, aside from Little Yachty, in our last episode, we talked about how Little Yachty was actually pretty good. But if we're looking at the other celebrities we've had in the past, they weren't that great. They just felt like inserts.
No, but
No.
again, you can say that about when Vince McMahon brought more celebrities in for the guest host. Sure, Bob Barker was great, Ozzy was great, but then you got Jeremy Piven, Al Sharpton, and the Three Stooges, Will Sasso, and the other two guys. Dog the Bounty Hunter, I think.
Snooki had a match.
She was fine. Just I don't know.
It was interesting. I just
It was
saw clips
interesting.
of that. It was interesting.
And of course, your favorite, Raven Simone.
Woo! So happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't even know what she signed up for, but they just told her to be really excited.
Yeah, but that guy who plays Dr. Ken and also in The Hangover, apparently he was actually like
Summerfest.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Piven with Summerfest, the other guy from The Hangover, he's
Ken
actually
Jeong?
a fan. Yeah, Ken Jeong. I actually heard this in Brian Gerwitz's book, how he got busted open and he actually really enjoyed himself. Again, but Jeremy Piven didn't know what the hell was going on.
And
We
then
will
the-
ban you from the Summerfest. I believe SummerSlam. From SummerSlam, let's go.
They tried their best, hey.
He obviously didn't watch wrestling, and the fan did not, just like tore it apart right from there.
It's a paycheck.
It's a paycheck and it's advertisement. Remember, watch Californication.
The Muppets. They were great too. Even though I wasn't around to watch it, but I saw clips of it. It looked pretty fun.
I actually watched it. It was pretty good. They were good, but then celebrities just kept coming, and they kept coming. And then you find out later that apparently it was just because of the whole storyline of Donald Trump buying WWE, which apparently WWE lost a lot of stock in because Vince actually treated it like it was real. Well, pretended and then treated it like it was real, like announcing that, and their stocks just plummeted.
No politics. No politics. No.
Okay, I know. I knew you were going to cut that out.
I guess our closing thoughts are going to be about Club WWE. Because we already talked about content creators. Unless you want to add more, be my guest. What else do you want to say about content creators? A lot of them are bummed. A lot of them were deleting their shit beforehand, before they could get hit. A lot of them didn't get the chance to delete anything because their entire accounts were completely wiped. So
WWE was well within their right to do so. Obviously, yes, they are extremely hypocritical for using
I feel like
their
people
stuff.
are gonna disagree with you on that, but I'm gonna post that clip. I want to see what
Do
happens.
it. Do it. Look,
I will. I will.
it's at the end of the day, it's their intellectual property, and like fair use laws, it states unless you're adding stuff for educational purposes, you can't just upload your full clips of their stuff. All where you're just going like, oh, no way! I can't believe he just said that. Oh my god! Oh my god! BFAB returned! That'll get me on the WWE programming.
You could have said someone else, but okay.
It was just it was the first undercard name that I thought of. It was because we were
Okay.
talking about your cards.
Okay. Remember when we thought about doing reaction stuff and watching a PLE for 4-hour content? Remember that?
To be fair, nowadays you got to keep the content machine pumping. You need more content. You need to post every day, and that stuff is easy to post.
Yep.
So I can see where they were coming from, but yeah, at the end of the day, the leopard will eat your face.
And also, to be fair, if we did go down that route, I feel like I would get very lazy with just setting up a camera of just me reacting to a PLE that I just want to sit down and watch. But no, wait! I got to get the camera ready. Let's set it up in front of here where I could do this.
Yeah, and if I was going to do that, I'd have to watch it on my computer instead of just watching it with Nick's upstairs.
That seems like a lot of work. Why can't we just sit down and enjoy? Even if it may be bad, but let's just sit down, be in the moment, and enjoy the PLE. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But It just seems like a lot of work.
But again, WWE has been pretty hypocritical. They even got these live streamers to live stream their whole thing while they're at WrestleMania and getting content creators in the ring to show the setup. So
I mean, that's not bad compared to reacting to shit, right?
but a lot of these guys are just kind of reacting to that kind of stuff, like 𝘊𝘲𝐺, for example, one of the bigger ones. And he's like, yeah, he's super consistent. But hey, I appreciate content creators put more effort into their stuff. That does fall under fair use or getting permission. Even that really awful WrestleMania channel, like they get around with stuff like fair use. They don't just upload straight up full segments on the bottom and on the top. It's just like them going like,
thumbnail. It's all big fat money grab, like Club WWE, that's being launched at the worst fucking time ever. Worst fucking time ever.
put it here. Give me more money. This isn't enough. We need more money. We deserve more bonuses.
Okay, I got a question. I gotta ask.
What's up?
So thinking back in the day when Vince McMahon was still in power, he had all of these attractions that he invested in, like the restaurant and the store in Niagara Falls, for example. He would have all of these investments of just fun things for the family that obviously they didn't last very long. Do you think that Vince would approve of Club WWE? Keep in mind that I feel with Vince, he did think about family, budget-friendly attractions. You know what I mean? And now with TKO, it's like, more money! More money! Look at WWE World! More money! Give me money! So my point is, do you think Vince would approve of Club WWE?
A lot of these services that come with Club WWE was just stuff you could have got for free. You buy something on WWE Shop, and then you get that sort of access already.
Which will end up on eBay.
It depends on what era of Vince we're talking about. Earlier Vince, probably not, but
makes sense.
I think he actually did comment. A fan asked him, "What's your thought on the WWE now?" He's like, "Oh, it's ruthless depression era." If that's not true, I apologize, but yeah, probably not. Again, I've stated this before. This is all Vince's fault. He's the one who sold that to TKO. He wanted more money. He wasn't allowed to be part of it anymore.
And look at his nest egg now.
Yep.
It's covered in fucking ads and sponsors. Which, by the way, apparently the key features of Club WWE as of right now is 24-hour pre-sale access, exclusive merch, content and community, behind the scene footage, extended cuts, a whole community forum, Reddit, and then you get like the opportunities for meet and greets and hospitality perks, which I feel like it's just on location. And then you have a points-based system for rewards to get shit. Oh, this part. This part. Fans can sign up for the founding members waitlist. And they are set to receive a premium welcome pack.
So basically all just stuff that they email you, then you just ignore.
I thought it was just gonna be a newsletter as well. I thought it was just gonna be like a monthly or weekly newsletter that would just come into your email and be like, oh, pre-sale, like what we're getting now. But nope, this is a whole subscription based of exclusive content that would probably be leaked eventually.
Well, not to mention, like, fans have wised up to TKO's crap when it comes to buying tickets. A lot of times they'll just buy right at the last possible minute, so then they can just get the lowest price.
You're welcome. It's now at 20% off. Get your tickets now to WrestleMania.
What if we get John Cena to say this stuff? That'll get people to buy it.
Happy retirement.
Yeah, well, happy turning into Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty, John Cena. Hey, I'm John Cena. Look at me. You can't see me. I'm at Backlash. Gone.
Yeah. WWE is starting to feel exclusive and diluted. If the target demographic isn't budget-friendly families, then who's it for? I stick to watching it for personal reasons and for the characters because I've grown attached. And, you know, I don't sit and really put my full attention. I put it on for background noise. And then if something interesting happens or a match that I actually want to watch, I'll just like tune in for like a few minutes. But other than that, it's just there as background noise, and I'm doing chores or doing work or something. But it'll always be there.
I'll check in on what's going on, but
And I'll keep you posted if you take a break. So
at this point, I feel like I am taking a break. Like, I'm not even gonna watch Backlash. I haven't watched SmackDown, but that was mainly because I was at an indie show. And Montreal, pro wrestling here is huge. The indie scene is alive and well, and even around wherever, a lot of these indie promotions are seeing a lot of more people tune in. And I think this is a really good opportunity for Tony Khan because he's getting a lot more selective on who he brings into the fold. And he's not just doing the Dixie Carter thing and picking up random WWE wrestlers, but I feel like this is giving us a lot more opportunities to check out these promotions and check out what else is going to be coming. Because like yesterday, instead of watching SmackDown, I went to this event called Maximum Carnage by Main Event Wrestling, and the special attractions were PCO and Luigi Primo. And Luigi was to anybody who hasn't seen a lot of his clips online, he's the guy who twirls pizza, and great entertainment, so much fun. And what I appreciated about Main Event Wrestling was that they didn't take themselves too seriously. A lot of these matches were very silly, and that's another thing I really enjoy about the indie scene. You see these up and coming stars who you can see is obviously the attraction is what brings you in, but you see a lot of these men and women who are just like, wow, I can see great things for this person. And wrestling should be fun. And to anybody who is tired of feeling like they're just an analytic from TKO, there's definitely a whole world out there of whatever possibilities you can watch. This doesn't mean you have to stop watching wrestling. This doesn't mean then you just have to completely give it up. But maybe step outside and look at what else other people have to bring.
If you truly enjoy wrestling and not just AEW or WWE, give the other promotions a chance. Give it a chance. If you truly want to understand and enjoy wrestling for what it is, give other promotions a chance. It's like having a full fridge, but saying, oh, well, there's nothing to eat. So many options. So many options.
There's a whole world out there. And I guarantee you won't regret it. And thank you, everybody, for watching Written on the Canvas, episode 17. My name is Brian. This is Jacklyn, and we will see you on the next one. Take it easy.